A new statue in Times Square we're told, turning heads. It's making people not only stop and stare, but also reflect.
Oh, it makes you reflect, all right. I'm reflecting like a freaking disco ball. When I saw that statue, it made me really reflect, you know, about slavery and stuff. I said, damn you! You maniac! A curse on my forefathers.
At 12 feet tall, in the middle of Times Square, stands a bronze sculpture of a young woman.
It's instantly stood out. It's powerful.
It's so tall and big.
So tall and big.
I don't understand what's the problem.
They're lost for words. Look at the wonder in their eyes. They can scarcely believe this feat of human ingenuity. It's like the first time you see Michelangelo's David, you're just blown away.
The sculpture, created by artist Thomas Price, was unveiled at Duffy Square last week, and in just a matter of days, it has stopped hundreds in their tracks.
Well, it would, wouldn't it? You know, if I passed something like that, I'd be like, she! Right?
She looked like your mother. She looked like your mother.
But I do think they've missed a bit of a trick. I wouldn't have put this statue in Times Square. I would have put it straddling the Newport Bridge, and I'd have made it 100 feet tall. And it'd be striking a pose like, bish!
Your aunties, your cousins.
Like that, you know? And I would, of course, have called it the Colossus of Rhode Island. Good joke. Oh!
Who's Daniel Boland? Oh, Daniel Boland, this is a heavy hitter. Do you guys know who this is?
Who is she? Well, technically, she's whoever you want her to be.
She's whoever you want her to be. I guess that's really where the similarities between Michelangelo's David and Thomas J. Price's fat black woman end, really.
Me being a plus-size black woman, I kind of looking at it was just like, oh, I wonder what me as a small child would have thought looking at something like that.
Yeah, that would be fascinating to know what the plus-size little black girl inside of you would would say about that sculpture. Probably not very much, I reckon.
She looked like me. I am very happy that she's there.
But back to what I was saying. Michelangelo's David was clearly built with a purpose in mind. You know, it was commissioned by the governors of Florence, the high priests and whatnot, to, I guess, instill a sense of civic pride in the Florentine people, right? It represented the defiance, the bravery, the strength, the resilience of the Florentine Republic. Against their foes, you know, or the city-states that might invade or whatever. Whereas you look at Fat Black Woman by Thomas J. Price, and you have to wonder to yourself, what is the point? Who commissioned this? Why? How did that meeting go? You know, when Thomas J. Price came over from the UK to put forward his plans to the, well, whoever commissioned this, I guess, satanic horde of demons.
I was right in the middle of a fucking reptile zoo. And somebody was giving booze to these goddamn things.
What did he say? How did that conversation go? You know? This is what I'm thinking, a fat black woman. And they would have gone, who's that? Or more like, who is this?
It won't be long now before they tear us to shreds.
Right? Something like that, they would have said. And he would have said, well, it's just whoever you want to, I don't know. What is the point? You know, what is the point? Is it to instill civic pride? To unite us against our foes? If so, what foes? What pride? In slovenliness? In shabbily dressedness? What foes? Good question. The gym?
Representation.
The piece is part of a series called Grounded in the Stars, which Gene Cooney, director of Times Square Art, says confronts preconceived notions of identity and representation.
Of course, now it all makes sense. Those are the dragons that we must slay as a society if we are to achieve utopia. Our preconceived notions of identity and representation.
She's 12 feet tall She's very intimidating.
So basically, if I've got this right, because this is the funniest thing about all of this to me, it's not any particular person who's achieved anything. It's just a fat, badly dressed black woman.
When you walk by her, you just gotta respect her. You don't laugh at her.
It can be whoever you want. There's so many of them, and they're all the same. It doesn't really matter.
They see us every single day when they go to work.
And it's to confront our preconceived notions, ours, apparently, the people who never asked for this fucking monstrosity. It's to confront our preconceived notions of identity and representation. So basically they're saying, you think this is the worst thing on earth, right? A big fat black woman.
And she's black. And she's tired.
Well, we're going to shove it in your face. And everyone's just there like, well, okay.
To have this work here is making a statement, potentially asking questions about what we value as a city, as a society, and hopefully it's a tribute to our shared humanity.
Potentially asking questions about what we value as a society.
We are tired.
And hopefully a tribute to our shared humanity. So let me get this straight. They're putting this statue there like a survey, really, if anything.
That's art.
You know, it's there like, yay or nay with the fat black women. Huh? What do we think? Do we value them?
If you cannot understand how artistic and creative that statue is, kick rocks.
I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Maybe write the question on a plinth at the foot of the statue. Do we value this kind of Walmart mama? And then hopefully it's a tribute to our shared humanity. We're not sure. Okay? Do they even share our humanity? What is she saying?
Tourists and New Yorkers we spoke with expressed different interpretations of what she represents to them.
It's a plus-size woman. I'm a plus-size man. I'm African-American. It's the African-American woman statue. So just seeing another piece for me to stop and just have a moment with was very powerful.
Powerful experience, yeah. There ain't a damn thing powerful about that crashing eyesore, you massive oaf. Stop pretending.
If you look at the eyes, it's looking straight at something, it's focused, it's purposeful.
Well, that's all very well and good, but, I just wish they'd given a little bit of consideration to all of the, retail and fast food restaurant workers who are going to have to walk past that colossus of an overweight black woman looking all determined and focused and purposeful.
The sculpture proves to be a well-liked juxtaposition placed among the more traditional statues in Times Square, which is the goal, according to officials, of placing said artwork in such a significant area.
Ah, you see, it's a juxtaposition, you barbarian. How could you not see that everything that you think is objectively beautiful and admirable is abominable? In fact, and there was us thinking that David had defeated the Philistines. Well, clearly not. I don't know how many more juxtapositions I need, though, to be honest. As a child, having developed the superego and being told multiple times, you need to include everyone in your games, even so-and-so who's a bit slower. Can you imagine if you were him? Right. When we're building architecture, monuments and stuff, you'd think that it would represent what we envision for ourselves as a people. What do you want to be? What could we become? What's our potential? Like Michelangelo's David for the people of Florence. Like the African Renaissance monument in Senegal. That elevates black people. That shows you what you should aspire to, being absolutely ripped and having a mega babe on your arm.
Coming from a person of color background as well, it's really nice to see something come across as like this everyday person that looks a little bit out of place. But I also think that's because of where we are standing. It might not look out of place if everything in our surrounding reflected everyday life more to us.
Yeah, fuck it. Society's done. Let's never aspire to be anything other than what we are. You know, we tried. Let's just replace all the heroes, our angels and gods in the architecture with the most ordinary, mundane shite. Yeah? Why don't we build a monument to all the fentanyl addicts that are lying all over the streets? Well, in fact, you could probably just pour plaster of Paris all over them while they're sleeping there. Kill two birds with one stone.
The bronze statue entitled Grounded in the Stars is one of two art installations by British artist Thomas J. Price, whose work is challenging people's assumptions about identity and representation. The young woman, dressed in contemporary clothes but posed like Michelangelo's David, has caught the attention of the art world and passerby alike.
Yes, the parallels are non-ending between Michelangelo's David and Thomas J. Price's LaQuisha. I guess, you know, you've got on the one hand David there, contemplating his mortality, about to do battle, about to sling his rocks at the giant Goliath, and then you've got LaQuisha, of course, presumably about to sling the complimentary napkin dispenser at the minimum wage worker.
Through scale, materiality and posture, Grounded in the Stars disrupts traditional ideas around what defines a triumphant figure and challenges who should be rendered immortal through monumentalization.
And communicate those inner worlds that we have, and sometimes we misinterpret with one another, to try and create an understanding and basically encourage empathy.
I have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lead. Clap your hands, like, sing along.
We do have to make sure that our presentation is depicting not just truth, but the best part of our existence, which is our collective humanity.
The Park District is planning to clear away the larger Grant Park statue's base and redesign the plaza as a gathering space that will accommodate temporary art.
That's art. Black women are art. Whether she had an afro puff or a dress on with a push-up bra, she's still gonna be there. They chose us before they put a 12-foot man. That's good.
Well, good news for this fine young lady. Here's another masterpiece in Rotterdam this time. And here's another piece she might enjoy, the Trans Monument in Trafalgar Square.
Well, I guess in the words of Lizzo, you know, it's about damn time. It's bad bitch o'clock. And it's time that we celebrated fat black women, I guess. You know, they need a voice after all. And especially with all the stuff they have to suffer from people like me.
Nice. What? I was just looking at her. I was just looking at her ass. Hey, go on, love. Just saying. She might like it. Just ask her if she needed a daddy.
The man in the grey suit is staring at you. Would you report it? It's him again. You can feel his breath. Would you report it? Is that his bag? He's not carrying one. 1 second. 2 seconds. Would you report it?
What? What?
Nothing.
I can stand here.
Yes.
Oh my days. How's it going, viral? Oi, look at the body on that. Give us a smile.
Mate.
It's rude to ignore people, you know.
Mate, that's not okay.
Enough.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. Just show me the messages. Give me the phone.
Enough. We can let victims of coercive control know that support is available.
You okay? I'm here if you need to talk.
You alright, yeah? She ain't listening, man. Go on a crisp. Go on, have a crisp. Go on, have a crisp. Bit of a moody one, isn't she? A little bit rude, to be honest. God, geez, am I really that bad?
The taxi's nearly here.
Taxi?
Oi, Jacob, you're not going to say anything?
The way of the world, a shocking state of affairs. So build all those monuments as soon as possible, if you ask me. All right, I think that's all we've got time for in today's video. That's enough edgelord shit for one day. Let's I don't know, let's give me a like if you've enjoyed the video, please, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let me know what you think, but be careful in the comments. All right. And stay safe. If you want to know when I'm bringing out a new video, follow me on X, follow me on Instagram. If you want to help out with the channel even further, you can join my Patreon and get access to some exclusive videos that I do. And all of the links to all that stuff are under this video. What else? Nothing else. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Turn it off. Turn it off!